Here are some steps to follow to become more confident in public right now. All those steps from the first one to the last one will drastically transform your self-confidence, guaranteed. And before you ask, no, I'm not selling any course to become a charismatic beast or none of that stuff. Alright? Let's get straight into it. The first step is to realize. You need that realization. What do you need to realize? Well, you need to realize that becoming confident is actually very easy. It's very simple, alright? If you start believing that you'll never be confident, that you will never be able to talk in front of a group of people, that you will always be stressed out, well, of course, in that case, you're done, you're cooked, alright? Because you're creating your own barriers. Whereas if you believe in yourself, if you're optimistic, you can't fail. Besides, it's actually easy. It's actually pretty simple to become confident. You'll see the next steps I'm going to share with you are very simple and they work. So you need that first step. You need that realization. Realize that it's actually easy and you must believe in yourself to succeed, all right? So realize it's very simple. Now, the second step is take care of your look. It's very simple. You don't need to go too fancy. Most people, they don't really pay attention to their look. They don't dress particularly well. But on the opposite side of the spectrum, there are some people that are going too far. They are going too fancy with a bunch of colors, with weird stuff. You don't need to go that far. Of course, you're not a fashion star. Just what you need to do is very simple. Pick a nice outfit, a nice shirt, nice pants, nice pair of shoes. Smell good also, put perfume on yourself every single day. And always have a nice haircut, alright? With those three things, well dressed, well perfumed, and a nice haircut, you will feel way more confident. Again, you don't need to go too far, just basic clothes in which you feel badass, in which you feel great confidence. Besides, people will also find you more confident when you're well dressed. We often hear, don't judge a book by its cover, which is true. It's not because someone is well dressed and good looking that he's automatically reliable and self-confident. But still, you're judging people based on their looks, even if you don't notice it, right? Even unconsciously, you're doing it. That's just human nature. You see something and you're presuming things, presupposing things, you're prejudging, right? I'm not advising you to be well dressed, good looking, just because of what other people are gonna think of you, even if it does work in your favor. But I'm telling you this because you'll actually feel more confident when you're good looking, alright? So don't forget, nice haircut, smell good, put perfume, and well dressed. 3 important things. Now, the third step to become more confident is to pay attention to your language. You have to talk succinctly, alright? That's extremely important. Because one of the main reasons why people are way too stressed when it comes to talking in front of a group of people, it's because they're afraid of saying stupid things and they're afraid of letting gaps in the conversation, right? Because they think it's awkward, it's cringe. But let me tell you something, nobody cares, all right? Firstly, nobody cares. And secondly, when you think that way, you end up saying a bunch of useless sentences, of useless words. You end up hesitating and stuttering like, I need to, and it's even worse, right? It's even worse than if you express yourself succinctly and you don't go too far making big sentences, all right? So talk succinctly. Remove all the useless sentences, all the useless words and sounds. In fact, I've done 3 videos on my YouTube channel about that, about how to speak better. It's still available on my YouTube channel, so I invite you to go watch them if you haven't already. So to get back to the advice, to be more confident, talk succinctly. For that, you need to remove all the verbal tics, all the like, I mean, actually, really, all those words that you're repeating over and over again. Remove all the ums and ahs, all the hesitations, right, when you're saying remove those things and use well-chosen terms. Understand that there's no problem in letting a gap in the conversation. With those things, people are going to understand you better and you'll feel more confident, right? You'll feel better when speaking in front of a group of people. Next, the fourth advice is good posture, right? Because you can be good looking, you can express yourself well, but if you're slumped, if you're like this, right? You're nonchalant and apathetic, people will not notice you, people will not trust you, and you won't trust yourself either, right? So carry yourself like you're the man. So chest up, head up, carry yourself like you're a confident person, right? Because to become a confident person, to become someone, you have to look at what this guy is doing, right? So if you want to become confident, you have to do what confident people are doing. Of course, don't look like a robot like Mark Zuckerberg. Don't be awkward, but just carry yourself like a normal human being. Chest up, head up, and don't look at your feet. Which in fact brings me to the last advice, the last step is don't be afraid of making eye contacts, all right? When you're looking at your feet, it automatically sends a message and it says that you're not confident, right? So when you look at your feet when talking to someone, you don't feel confident and you are not confident in fact. So just don't be afraid of making eye contact. Now again, you don't have to be an awkward psycho, but don't do the exact opposite as well. Don't look at your feet the entire conversation. And when you look at people in the eyes, not only you feel more confident and people are gonna think that you're more confident, but also you're building a connection with your listener, with your audience, all right? So to recap, the first step is to realize that it's actually extremely simple to become confident in public. The second step is to pay attention to your looks, so nice haircut, well dressed, put perfume. Third step is to talk succinctly. The fourth step is to have a good posture. And the last step is to not be afraid of making eye contacts, right? So apply those 5 steps and I guarantee that you'll completely transform the way you feel in public, right? Now, if you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like, you can subscribe to my channel as well, click the bell button also. In the future, I'll probably share other videos about that topic, so stay tuned and I see you next time.